playoffs featuring the visiting Rhode Island FC and your North Carolina FC. And here are tonight's officials. Referee Joshua Encarnacion. Assistant referee Brett L. Assistant referee Art Armastamayan. And fourth official Benjamin Meyer. Time now to meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Rhode Island FC. Captain, goalkeeper, number 1, Coque Vegas. Number 3, Aldair Sanchez. Number 4, Hugo Bacharach. Number 9, J.J. Williams. Number 11, Noah Usun. Number 12, Clay Wolstead. Number 15, Frank Nogarse. Number 20, Zachary Rivo. Number 24, Tarifa Yeo. Number 32, Holly Gio. And number 77, Amos Shapiro Thompson. Rhode Island FC are led by head coach Gunnar Smith, with assistant coaches Dave McKay and Marcus Garte. Number 11, Patrick Berner. Number 15, Mikey Maldonado. Number 19, Ahmad Alcock. Number 44, Raheem Somersall. Number 55, Tristan Hodge. And number 66, Ben Sundstrom. And CFC are led by head coach John Bradford and assistant coaches Andrew Sheck and Mike McKenty. Tonight's match ball is being delivered by season ticket member and United Way auction winner, Steve Court. Please join us in welcoming them to the field.
Eight teams remain in the pursuit of a title in the 2025 USL Championship playoffs presented by Terminex. And from First Horizon Stadium in Cary, it's an Eastern Conference semifinal clash between North Carolina FC and Rhode Island FC right here on ESPN+. If there was one word to describe the first round of this postseason, it would be chaos. Because as we look at the bracket, 3 of the top 4 seeds, Louisville, Charleston, and Sacramento, were all eliminated last week. And in the East, North Carolina is the highest seed left on their side of the bracket. And if they take down the defending conference champs in Rhode Island, they will have another game right here in Cary, North Carolina. And good evening with King Andrew Tate. I'm Dean Linke, and of course, the excitement of North Carolina FC being in the semifinals overshadowed by the announcement that the team will be on a hiatus.
Yeah, for them, it's their first ever USL Championship playoff victory, so that high was quickly eradicated by the fact that, unfortunately, they won't be here next year.
We did hear from John Bradford, the great head coach of North Carolina FC, who issued this statement. Despite the heartbreaking news, this team is still excited about tonight. The players are playing for each other. We know how to overcome adversity. We have done it all season. At the end of the day, we still have the same goals that we started the season with, and that is to win the USL Championship. So that is what we are going to try and do. And make no mistake, one player that will help him do it is Olex Anderson. We call him Golex.
Yeah, Golex Anderson Jr. Here we see him scoring a huge goal last week here at home against Loudoun in the quarterfinals of the Eastern Conference. Cutting in off that right flank and using his left foot. He is an absolute handful, and he has been such a key player for North Carolina in his last few weeks. 2 goals in his last 2 games. And he'll be hoping to get on the score sheet tonight and bag another big one for the home team.
It won't be easy because Rhode Island in goal are led by Mr. Vegas, and he's a rock.
Yeah, he's absolutely fantastic. The player I can liken him to is Ike Casillas, which is a Spanish legend of a goalkeeper. Rhode Island's first ever player, known as El Capitan. He's got 4 saves last week against Charleston, 12 clean sheets on the season. Just an absolute all-round brilliant goalkeeper.
So the hope is on for Mikey Maldonado and Raheem Summersall in the middle of the field and the rest of North Carolina FC to get one more game at home, or will Rhode Island FC continue to march on? We'll have the lineups and the kick when we return to ESPN+.
With a family like that to take care of, the 2 of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are. So getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the 2 of you.
It's tough these days to find healthy and fast, but at Alpaca, you'll find both. From our all-natural charcoal-fired chicken, cooked using Peruvian spices, to our made-to-order dishes like arroz chalfa. With sausage, chicken, or completely vegetarian, we have something for every diet. So take a break today. Come in or find us online for catering or to place a pickup order. Family-owned and local. Make it a Peruvian night. Make it Alpaca.
Welcome back to WakeFed Soccer Park, where again, you can see the messages on the t-shirts as North Carolina FC just playing for another game as they won't be back next year. So the story is this semifinal match, North Carolina FC and Rhode Island FC. Andrew, let's go to work and take a look at the starting lineup for John Bradford.
For John Bradford, 3 clean sheets on the bounce. We're looking for another one today, so it's built off that solid back 4, but there is a change Bryce Washington is out with concussion protocol, and in comes the experienced veteran Tristan Hodge into that back line. But I'll be looking for Alex Anderson Jr. and Dolabella to lead the line and find that all-important opening goal for the home team.
That's in the starting lineup for Rhode Island FC.
Rhode Island also have a forced change, and that comes in that left wing-back position. Aldair Sanchez will come back in. He's been a regular this season, but Jose Cruzera misses out through suspension following his red card picked up at Charleston last weekend. But Rhode Island holds the record. They've never lost to NCFC. They're 2-0-2, and they'll be looking to try and get past the home team today.
Rhode Island led by Cano Smith, who, believe it or not, I've actually called him as a player. The Carolina Railhawks played New England in a U.S. Open Cup in one of their early years, if not their first year, and Cano Smith played for New England. He is a big man.
He must have been commentating at a young age there, Dean, you know. He is a big man. He's in great shape as well. Looks like he could put on the kit today and roll out there and do a great job. But he's done a great job with this team. I love their versatility, their flexibility. They can flip and flop and rotate players around. But he builds a team, I think, always playoff ready.
There is John Bradford, the North Carolina FC head coach. And look, the other adversity, I mean, I've never seen a team decimated like this team has been through injuries. I mean, star after star after star gone.
I mean, you could not make up the script for John Bradford this season, losing his mother at the start of the year. The injuries, the ups and downs throughout the season, the way he's managed this group and what he's done with this group of players, and then obviously the real hard news that staff, players, fans aren't going to have a club here next year, which is a really tough one. And he's navigating that, and they've got a big game, big 90 minutes now. I think he'll be happy for the distraction, not have to worry about what tomorrow holds. But today it's all about this 90 minutes and hopefully an opportunity to extend their season even further.
So here we go, the Eastern Conference semifinals, North Carolina FC, Rhode Island FC, for a chance to make the Eastern Conference final and be just that much closer to winning a USL Championship. Rhode Island FC in their yellow/gold kits, North Carolina FC in their familiar home blue kits. That's Donovan wearing the captain's armband, who has been stellar. Dolabella goes down early in this one. Joshua Encarnacion is the man in the middle, the referee wearing the green shirt. Rhett Hamill's on one line, Zeno Cho on the other. Benjamin Meyer is the fourth official. Hodge is in there as Bryce Washington also out for this game. There's Ezra Armstrong out all season, one of the most exciting players in the league. Rafa Menzigen out midseason. We'll talk to Rafa around minute 30. And it's picked up by Oliver Zemla. The Rhode Island FC fan base, incredible. I mean, Rhode Island isn't exactly just a few miles down the road. I mean, but they've got, 50, 60, maybe 100 people over there.
Yeah, incredible. Just their second year as a franchise. Last year they struggled throughout the season. They were known as Rhode Thailand for a long part of the 2024 year, and they managed to pull it together and go on an incredible run, going on to win the Eastern Conference final. And Defiant 1636 were a big part of that. I think going to Lou City, I think they were packed in that stadium, a few hundred of them, just constantly banging the drums and backing their team, and they made it all the way to the final. Just one step short last year, but they're hoping to go one better this year.
Maldonado looking for Robertson on the whistle. You know what? It's interesting. I call you King Andrew Tate because I enjoy you so much, and I'm going to miss you so much. But we all know the real king of the franchise is Jorge Acuna, who is sitting in his king's chair right now watching the game. Here's Olex Anderson, and Vegas is there. Roberts. You can picture Jorge like a king, and
he was always like that.
Yeah.
Even when he was just walking across the pitch here.
He just snaps his fingers and whatever he needs.
Yeah, he gets it. No, top man did a tremendous job here, and he was very good to me in my time and getting me involved and giving me the opportunity to work alongside you, Dean, which has been a pleasure. So, yeah, some great people connected with this organisation over the years.
Pressure there from Rhode Island will knock it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in.
Yeah, we're getting a look at the chance here for Olex. Little nutmeg on Nadase. He's in on goal, and this is all about Koke Vegas after this. Just so well, and now we're in the angles. He stays big, covers every possible option for Olex Anderson Jr. I think Dolabella, his strike partner, was looking for the cutback. Didn't get it. But great work from the number 9 out wide there to get past Nadase.
North Carolina finishing 13-11-6 with 45 points. Rhode Island 10-12-8 with 38. 40 goals for, 39 against during the season for North Carolina. 29 for, 28 against for Rhode Island. Zemla. It's the 5th all-time meeting between the two clubs. Rhode Island is unbeaten in the series with 2 wins and 2 draws. In 2025, Rhode Island won 2-1 on June 14th. And they drew 0-0 at First Horizon Stadium on October 18th, just 3 weeks ago. Rhode Island will get it out wide. Played to the feet of Sanchez. Aldair Sanchez drops it back over to Zachary Haribo. Now all the way back to Gio. And come back to Sundstrom, the youngster. Long throw in from Mikey Maldonado. Ton of spin on it. Trying to find Dolabella. He knocked out of bounds. Mikey Maldonado. That great throw in. Finds Roberts. It's taken away on the back line by Yao, the Canadian. Middle of the park, former Indiana Hoosier Hugo Bacharach. Played forward. Here's a shot from distance, but it'll be high and into the stands over Zemla.
Rhode Island looking quite fluid on the ball at the moment. Williams combining with Fuson. And Bacharach supporting underneath, but gets underneath that shot.
Bacharach, the Spaniard who transferred into Indiana, and I'm pretty sure he was part of a team that played here in the College Cup with Indiana as well. So this field, he'll remember. Here's Sundstrom. You would think that the floodgates are going to open for number 66. It'll be exciting to see where he lands.
Absolutely. He's had a fantastic season. Finn Sundstrom, still 18. Just a week or two until his 19th birthday, but just how much he's grown as an individual from the start of the season. Came into training with the professional team and coming out of the NCFC Academy, and he was an attacker by trade then and got an opportunity as a defender, and he's made the most of it. It's a local boy from down the road in Clayton. That had a fantastic season. Hoping to keep that rolling today. He's got a big challenge today. JJ Williams did not play in that game 3 weeks ago, Dean. Kind of kept him wrapped in cotton wool after he picked up a knock in a game against Tampa Bay. They took him off after 45 minutes. So him playing today, he wasn't a part of that 0-0 draw. So he's such a big focal point of what this Rhode Island team does. And his link-up play with Fuson is really integral.
Yeah, he's almost unstoppable, Williams. Big body, quick release, powerful striker of the ball. Somersault. Maldonado. Lerner will let that go out of bounds and get throw in for North Carolina FC on the far side. Olex. Olex touches it. And Olex trying to stay with it. And they're going to call a foul on Olex. No argument from the front runner.
He's looked bright though in this opening 8 minutes or so. Definitely giving Darcy some questions.
Mad props to Brian Ware for his incredible work for a long, long time. But each and every North Carolina FC game, incredible research and background on both teams, and certainly not lost on me, and I don't think it's lost on you, Andrew.
No, it's a real hard worker who loves the game and has kind of thrown his whole self into the USL Championship and League One and every facet of the game.
Bacharach. Maldonado called for the foul. Bacharach was looking for a quick restart. Maldonado. Vegas will play it out now to Gio. Andrew's watching me. They switched tables because of the ACC tournament, and I am lost without being in my corner. I don't know what to do with myself.
You're on the wrong side of me, Dean. I feel uncomfortable.
Sanchez plays it to Williams. Williams. Patience here from Rhode Island. Summersall gets in there. See if he can get out of this mess. Back to Summersall. Great work from both those players. Dolabella now at the same pace as Yao, and Vegas will play it out. Sundstrom comes in hard on the tackle. There's Aldair Sanchez. Vancouver, Washington is down. Rhode Island, the club was founded in 2019. Let's take a look at the tackle there. What do you see, Andrew?
Yeah, it's a full-blooded tackle from Sundstrom. A bit clumsy, the referee, I think, right to call the foul because definitely left a mark on Thompson, but I'm glad he kept his cards in his pocket. But it's good to see from the youngster, he's not afraid to put himself about.
So a little bit about Rhode Island. They were founded in 2019 and ownership under Brett Johnson and former MLS defender Michael Parkhurst. Parkhurst was a two-time All-American at Wake Forest, 2005 MLS Rookie of the Year, 2007 Defensive Player of the Year, and won 2 CONCACAF Gold Cups with the U.S. in 2007 and 13. Their head coach, Coach Smith, named head coach and GM in March of 2023, was assistant at Birmingham Legion from 2019 to 2022. He was also with the Orlando Pride in the NWSL for just a bit. The club became the 3rd expansion team to reach the USL Championship final in the first year in 2024. Coming off an incredible season a year ago. They set league records for most draws in a season with 15. They defeated Indy 11, Louisville City, and Charleston all on the road to get to the championship game. A 3-0 loss against Colorado Springs. So this is a team in short order that has been there and done that. So they know what this feels like.
Yeah, after last year, I don't think anyone expected them to go as far as they did. And this year, they haven't had a fantastic season. You'd think they'd have followed up and been near the top of the table, but really, it's been a completely different story. They've been down towards the bottom end for most of the season.
Yeah, they started with just one win in their first 7 games, Amy.
Yeah, their highest league position I think was 16, and that was in game week 8 and 10, and then from that point on they ended up scrambling and finishing in 7th. But I think that's the thing about the leagues over here in America. It's not about winning the league, as we know from Louisville, who sadly their season's come to a very abrupt end last week. You want to go the distance in the playoffs, and I think that's what Carno Smith, his experience brings, and he knows you want to peak at the right time, and his squad certainly looks like it's bubbling nicely. Another foul. Ahmed Al-Kat trying to challenge Fuson there. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, Dean. North Carolina is known for being one of the best behaved teams. They had the least fouls per game in the whole of the USL Championship. Least yellow cards as well. And no red cards. But with the stress of this week and the news, you just wonder how that plays into the players.
That's well said. We'll keep an eye on that. As once again, Donovan, right place at the right time. Connor Donovan has been as good as any defender in USL Championship. Called upon after more injuries, including Bryce Washington out. Zemla, almost a tragic mistake in front of J.J. Williams. The pressure, Sanchez is there. It'll stay with Rhode Island. Wow.
Yeah. The importance of the first goal, Dean, and if that was the way it was given, you kind of feel like as a North Carolina player that the world's against you. But thankfully for Oliver Zemle, recovered.
Sanchez, Sundstrom. Sundstrom, a true revelation. Pretty much an attacking player most of his youth years, and now one of the better defenders you're going to find.
Just got another look at that. Zemler almost mishap.
Rhode Island faked the long throw, went short.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely worked as this one is sent in. Zemlin went down. It was deflected. It'll be a corner kick. Corner kick, Rhode Island. 16 minutes in. Eastern Conference semifinal. First Horizon Stadium, Cary, North Carolina.
Yeah, nicely worked corner. Nicely worked throw-in, sorry. Getting the ball to Sanchez, and then the ball falls to Shapiro Thompson. Great effort from him. He flicks off Maldonado's shin, I think, and loops wide of the post. Scary moments here for the home team.
Minute 16, driven near stick, headed by Maldonado. Chance here for North Carolina to see if they can garner the possession. They can't. Sanchez. Khalifa Yao, the Canadian, wearing number 24, is a big man as well.
Yeah. They've got some very big players in this team. J.J. Williams is not sure. Herivau is up there. Bacharach's an absolute monster in the middle. And then they have Mabika as well, 6'5". He scored the game-winning penalty down at Charleston last weekend. Took that penalty like a veteran striker, big tall centre-back. One thing I love about Rhode Island is just the flexibility they have. I wasn't quite sure where Holstad was going to play today, but I do like him and Fuson behind Williams with then Bacharach and Herivaux. It's a nice box in there. Bit of everything.
Yeah, Anderson got sandwiched in by 3 Rhode Island players. There's Donovan with a big save. Rhode Island looking dangerous here. Sliding tackle from Sundstrom. Another one from Sundstrom. They're still not done. It's back to Williams. Williams, that's great defense from Hodge. And it's going to go out of bounds and come back to North Carolina FC. Holy moly, Rhode Island all over North Carolina FC right now.
I thought when you said save by Connor Donovan, I was worried that there was a potential hand in there, but we'll get a good look here. Great cutback from Williams. No, it hits him right in the thigh. Oh my word, great defending. Sundstrom and Donovan just throwing absolutely everything at it. You love to see that. Fantastic defending. And that's, I think, the example. You talk about Connor Donovan and we talk about Finn Sundstrom. for young Finn Sundstrom to be alongside Connor Donovan all season, just learning from just an absolute USL veteran and stalwart. Just a great example to be learning from.
Second ball is critical. Burner, who's been playing a lot and playing well. Burner making a run. Little bump right there. Referee not buying it, and instead it's going to be a foul called against North Carolina FC, and it'll come back to Rhode Island.
Good interception and driving run from the Martinique. Tough to see how it's just coming together there. Painful one from though.
So now the trainer for North Carolina FC will make his way out to check on Olex Anderson.
Burner.
It's Burner, rather, not bad. One of the things I know you wanted to talk about is what team scores first and that type of thing. Andrew, you have some of those stats because it's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, Rhode Island are not a team that scores a lot of goals. They don't concede a lot. We talked about Koke Vegas and his 12 shutouts. Rhode Island, they've scored less than a goal a game, Dean. So they're always in tight games. But when they're leading, they've never lost. So they get that first goal. They've won 9 games and drawn 2. And if they're trailing, they've never won. They've drawn 2 and lost 12. So that's the real importance for Rhode Island. And then North Carolina, very similar. If they're leading at halftime, they've gone on to win 9 and drawn 3. And if they're trailing at halftime, they've never won. And for them, so it just shows the importance of that first goal today. This game coming into, I think we knew North Carolina, three back-to-back clean sheets, 2 goals scored, 2 game winners for Olex Anderson Jr. And then for Rhode Island, going to Charleston, snuffing out the danger and then ended up getting the job done on penalties. I just think today, this is either got penalties written all over it or one big goal to win it.
Williams, side of his foot, turns out to be a lovely pass. Right back in, top of the 6. Donovan with the header, then Roberts. Bacharach, trapped it with his right, then with his left, tapped it back over, set back in, and picked up by Zemla.
Again, Sundstrom and Donovan just getting really close to Williams, not giving him that chance to run and attack that ball. We saw him hit the crossbar in Charleston last weekend I think it was in the second half. It's a real handful.
Hodge will bring it back to Zemla, minute 21. Maldonado finds Dolabella.
I like that from Dolabella, Dean. I was just thinking, I haven't seen him. He's been really quiet in this opening 20 minutes or so, but dropping deep to get on the ball.
Roberts back over to Burner. Olex sitting right at the top of the 18. Deflected one back by Dolabella. Good ball to Burner. Burner with a chance. Far post is Alcock. Near post is Anderson. It's deflected. It'll be a throw-in near the corner flag for North Carolina FC. York City supporters are out and at it.
I love some of their messaging on social media, Dean, just saying, look, this is our last chance, get out, back the boys. You know, last chance to really get behind them, or it could be. Hopefully for them, they've got another couple.
Good header by Williams. Sundstrom deals with a little bit of pressure. Sent back in, far side. Alcock gets to it. Mott down near the end line, and he'll earn a corner kick. Corner kick, North Carolina FC.
It's a good switch, wasn't it, to find Alcock. Nice, delicate touch to keep it in play. North Carolina have a A rare opportunity now to put some pressure on the visitors. They've got, I think, there's 9 goals from set pieces this season, Dean. So Patrick Roberts with the ball in, Thomas Roberts, sorry, with the ball in.
One great way to stop the momentum that Rhode Island FC has right now is to score off a set piece. Roberts smokes it in there, headed out. Sundstrom gets to it first, and it'll go out of bounds. Watch the USL Championship final Saturday, November 22nd on the CBS television network. The final 2 teams take to the field at noon Eastern, with the winner taking home the 2025 championship title. Go to USLChampionship.com for all the latest playoff information. Eastern Conference semifinal, North Carolina FC, Rhode Island FC. Rhode Island found themselves in the USL Championship final a year ago. How crazy is it, though, with Louisville, Charleston, and Sacramento all getting bounced early?
It's the playoffs, though, and that's the USL Championship. I think just anyone can beat anyone, and I think as good as Louisville have been, and as good as Charleston have been, I think I could have almost predicted that. Maybe not the Louisville one, Dean, I'm not that good, but the Battery, Rhode Island, I really fancied them to go there. And I think even Ben Pierman even talks about just not a great matchup for them.
Ben Pierman, the head coach of the Charleston Battery.
Yeah, the magic of the playoffs, right? I think in England we talk about the magic of the FA Cup and the magic of the Open Cup here, but for me the magic of the playoffs, really, like winning the Players' Shield, I don't know if it carries anywhere near as much as winning the entire championship at the end of it. Some crazy comments about Danny Cruz at Louisville and how he should be out because they've not gone on to win it, and he's won the Players' Shield 2 years in a row. Just absolute lunacy.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put that on a social media bonkersness. Can't be any true Louisville fan that actually wants that.
Donovan does well. Finds Somersault. Aldola Bella escaping from Rhode Island. Burner. Dolabella. Roberts trying to get it back to Dolabella and picked up by Vegas.
I like what Dolabella's doing. In the first 20 minutes, he kind of tried to stay high up alongside Olex Anderson Jr. Wasn't getting a lot of the ball, but now, just in his last 5 minutes or so, you've seen him pick up the ball in deeper pockets of space and link play much better, helping his team get up the field.
No score, minute 26. Coach Smith, pretty animated.
Yeah, not happy with the delay. I think Dolabella just got caught with the follow through from the Rhode Island players who were playing the ball forward and didn't go to ground, so just not quite happy with the stoppage as he wants to see his team get the ball down and get it rolling and playing. A little frustration.
Coach Smith giving the fourth official an earful right now.
Yeah, he wasn't happy, I don't think, last week either when the red card was given to Jose Quizera.
Trying to drop it to Olex Anderson. Olex with that extra layer of speed. So close. So close from Olex. We call him Golex.
Here it is. Raheem Somersault knows exactly what his front man wants. Just clips it in behind the space, and then it's one touch, and then the shot. For me, it looked like Vegas got a touch on it. We'll see if we can get a better look here. I don't know, maybe it just drags, but I thought once it went past the hand of Vegas, it was going to end up in that bottom corner, but just a yard wide. A great look from Somersault and good work from the number 9.
Here's Olex Anderson again. Knocked away, back to Hodge. Somersault. Dolabella. Vegas will have it for Rhode Island. Eastern Conference semifinals here. This portion of the game brought to you by United Bank. It's the 2025 USL playoffs presented by Terminix. WakeMed Soccer Park and First Horizon Stadium. Andrew Tate, I'm Dean Linke. Delighted to be with you. Somersault. Ahmad Al-Kak. There's the number 19. This is my 19th year on the call, so yellow card comes out. Makes this game a little extra nervy. 19 years is a long haul.
So I got to get you an Ahmad Al-Kak jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, good dribbling, driving through the midfield there from Ahmad Al-Kak. Surrounded by a sea of yellow shirts. Drawing the foul, and North Carolina in a good little spell here.
In the 29th minute.
All right, so pleased to welcome one of the true stars, one of the fan favorites, Rafa Menzigen, who also got hit by the injury bug this year. And Rafa, just glad to see you get up the stairs for one, but hang on a second here. Maybe you bring good luck here for Oleg. Oh, off the crossbar. Couldn't tell if Vegas got a piece of that. They'll say no. So hang on, Rafa. We're going to have King Andrew Tate break down that incredible shot right there. Oleg's feeling it.
He's feeling it today, isn't he? The only thing he's missing is a goal.
I know, it's going to be hard to hold him down all night. He's feeling it
so well. Hits that so well, but it's getting closer and closer.
Wow, off the crossbar. So Rafa Menzigen joins us now. Like all great Brazilians, known simply as Rafa. It works. Hang on, Rafa. Rhode Island the other way. A great sliding tackle in by Hodge. It'll be a corner kick. And Rafa, obviously, excitement about being in the playoffs, but the news of the hiatus kind of breaking everybody's heart. How you feeling?
No, it's heartbroken for sure. I mean, you know how much I love playing here at WakeMed Soccer Park, one of the best surfaces in the country. And hearing you say, how about North Carolina FC so many times, I mean, I'm going to miss that a lot, man.
Oh, I'm going to miss watching you play as well. Tell us how you're progressing with your injury, because I especially want to know, I want other clubs to know how you're doing, because other clubs know you're a great player.
I appreciate that. It's going really well. I mean, it is a process, but of course the quad strength came back pretty fast. I'm already like at 90% of the left leg, so that's really encouraging. I just give it time, continue the PT, continue to trust the doctors, and hopefully March, April, I'll be back out there clear and ready to go.
Yeah, Rafa, obviously, you're my son's favourite player, and I have no arguments with him there. It's one of the best decisions I think he's ever made. Obviously, you won the USL League One Championship here with NCFC, but what is going to be the memories that live long for you in terms of your 3 years here with the franchise?
No, I think you nailed it. My favorite one is definitely winning a title here. That was unforgettable. And
Olex, and saved by Vegas.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think so many memories. The goal last year against Tampa, special one too, when my wife was pregnant from my son, and I was able to celebrate. That's one I'm never gonna forget. I think this year, captain against Louisville, when I was able to walk my son over here. So those are all memories that are gonna live forever. It's a brilliant place, special place for me and my family, and we're a bit sad, but life moves on, and we're always gonna have those memories to cheer on in the future.
So well said. You're hearing the voice of Rafa, wears number 14, 22 goals and 14 assists for NCFC and that USL League One title. That includes 4 goals this year, 1 in the Open Cup against Charlotte, and 2 assists. And I mentioned that North Carolina FC's never beaten Rhode Island. We haven't scored a ton of goals against Rhode Island, but Rafa, you scored a goal against Rhode Island.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one too. I think it was my favorite one of the season on the road. It was a special goal. I mean, unfortunately we didn't come with the result, but it was definitely one for the highlight. be able to show Enzo in a couple of years, and he's going to like it.
Rafa, there's so much emotion because there's still a title to play for, yet you know, not just you know, and all the other players that are injured, yet as well as the players that are out there are thinking about, you know, where do they go next? What do they do next? It's a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely been a crazy week. Alex is through.
Alex trying to drop it to Roberts. Now Burner.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week with the news. I don't think anyone in the team saw it coming, and now he's just like trying to figure out what's next, you know, just trusting the process, trust your agent, and he's just like, it's sad because it's such, like you said, such a special place, a special club with so much history. And I mean, won a title 2 years ago, deep playoff run this year, hopefully another title. So it's sad to see happen, but like I said, I think most guys who have a really talented team are gonna land on their feet, and we're gonna be able to move on.
Great to hear the voice of Rafa Menzigen, known simply as Rafa. Sliding tackle from Hodge. If there was ever a team that could overcome adversity, I mean, I've never seen a team be decimated by injuries like this year's team, and then to be in this spot, and then the hiatus announced. I mean, that's a lot of adversity to climb through.
There's a team that's ready and they can do it as us. I think, like you said, all the diversity already overcame this year. I think this new event, anything, is just going to motivate the guys even more, like to play for the guys that are out, play for themselves, for the club. And I think it's we're tough. We're a tough team, and we're going to make a deep playoff run this year.
All right, Rafa, well, thanks for coming up, and we want to wish you all the best. Continue to rehab, and best to your family and your little baby, and hopefully more Mexicans are coming, but really great to have you on.
I appreciate it, Dean. How about North Carolina FC is going to live on forever, and always remember those 22 times that you called it, and it's going to be great moments.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Blessings. All right, Rafa Menzigen, good to spend some time with him.
Top man, Dean. What a top man. Him, Luis Perez, Raheem Summersolo, Alex Anderson Jr., Mikey Maldonado, all those boys that have been around for a number of years now and part of that USL League One championship winning team. Stuck around and made the jump to the championship and taken like it's a duck to water. But not just their qualities on the field, Dean, just the type of people they are. I was chatting with Louis at practice this week, and he was devastated that he's not quite firing fit to be back on the field helping the team today. Struggling with a knee injury, but just the type of people they are, Dean. I think that's the real kicker in terms of this club going on a hiatus. You're not going to see these fantastic characters around year in, year out. See Somersault sliding in here. Just catching G up there.
To NCFC number 44, Raheem Summersall.
So Raheem Summersall with the yellow card. Bacharach. Sundstrom.
Got to be careful.
Dropped over on the far side. Player down from North Carolina FC. Rhode Island plays on. They may get a shot off. Still a player down, and they take a shot as I think it's Summersall still down and goes out of bounds. Now the trainer will make their way out.
Look at it here, Dean. Bacharach just reaches in, gets that right foot on the ball, and then is it his ankle? He's holding his head, but I didn't see any contact to the checking out somersault, something in the eye, maybe? I don't know.
Decent crowd here. Saturday night. A lot of the Courage players are right down below us. Just saw Denise O'Sullivan, Ryan Williams, a couple of other superstars for the North Carolina Courage.
Fans, help us chant, keep it out! Keep it out!
Minute 39, corner. Saving the day on the far stick over there was Hodge. Shot from distance, it'll ping around. Donovan will send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in down near the corner flag. He's going to try to, they're going to call it a corner, I guess. Did not have the best angle on where that went out of bounds, but clearly went over the end line. Quarter kick coming here for Rhode Island, minute 40. Here comes the corner. Rhode Island. Sundstrom gets a little piece of it. Great hustle by Rhode Island to keep it in. Gio. It'll go out of bounds. It'll come back to Oliver Zemla, the goalkeeper for North Carolina FC. 0-0 score. Both teams have been dangerous at times, Andrew.
Yeah, but as we predicted, Dean, it's going to be a really, really tight game. No real, I think Alex Anderson Jr. probably the biggest threat on the field. Number of half chances for Rhode Island, but the ball just not quite dropping for them. It's your classic playoff game with so much at stake. Loose from Hodge.
Turns it over. Maldonado is going to perhaps get a card here. And
What color is that?
Is that a red?
No, it's yellow.
Okay.
The shadow on the. I think, is it Donovan that was round on the cover there, Dean? I don't know if Maldonado did make the foul. I don't think he needed to. Just a little loose from Tristan Hodge there. Williams picking up the loose ball. Oh, you bet there's very little contact there, but Heravo takes it. Donovan took the pass. He just tries to. There's a little bit of a reach, but doesn't grab, doesn't really get a hold of him. It's a bit soft from the ref, I think. Both central midfielders now, Dean, sitting on yellow cards. Maldonado and Somersault, and they're all action midfielders. You have to make those tackles and challenges, and now going to have to walk that tight line. JJ Williams standing over this one, Dean. I've got visions of that goal from, is it 2019? The Birmingham Legion. knocked NCFC out.
Williams left it high and over the goal, much to the delight of the Oak City supporters.
Nice one.
So minute 44, time to start thinking about the Town Properties added time. Go to townwithaneproperties.com to learn more about one of the great partners of the club. Andrew, I'll let you go first.
I've just got my kids. My kids have gotten this 6-7 thing going right now, Dean, so I'm going to go 6.
All right. I'm going to go 5. I should have played along and gone 7, but Bacharach.
Great work from Colabella. Bacharach just dallying on the ball. Maldonado is down off the ball at the moment, though.
Summersaw going to step on it now. Now I'm feeling like the 7 was the play.
I think I'm way over.
You're way over at 6. We're talking about how much added time the referee will add. We have had quite a few of these kind of situations where players from both teams have needed the trainer to come out. Dolabella waving off the trainer for Mikey Maldonado.
Seems to be in a lot of pain. Similar one to Summersaw. I can't quite see what. Did he roll an ankle or something as he landed?
Has indicated that there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time.
Oh, just 4
presented
minutes.
By Town Properties.
4 minutes of added time brought to you by Town Properties. Olex Anderson run out of bounds. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big league, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. So 4 minutes of added time. We're just about 1 minute into that 4 minutes. Eastern Conference semifinals, North Carolina FC and Rhode Island FC, 0-0. Sundstrom had it for a second. Now running downhill. Here comes Rhode Island in attack mode. Hassan, far side. Williams going to try to run it down and does. He'll play it back. Maldonado got that yellow card with Summersaw, as Andrew Tate just mentioned. Gio. Williams is calling for it. Williams. And Oliver Zemla is there.
Rhode Island's getting a little too cute there. I think Williams had time to turn and maybe get a shot off himself. They're just finding those little pockets of space and linking well, but no end product. Something that I think just been lacking from Rhode Island this season. The amount of talent they've got, just maybe one too many passes there. JJ Williams would love to see him turn and get a shot off.
Final minutes of the first half. J.J. Williams is right on that line. Rhode Island FC. Sundstrom with the sliding tackle to be a corner kick here in the waning minutes of the first half.
Incredible defender from the 18-year-old there. You saw Donovan just in front of him doing a long jump himself. This is great work though. J.J. Williams round the corner for Holstad, who's onside. And then it's, can he find Fuson in the box? That incredible touch from Sundstrom there. You'd be worried about him putting into his own net. They've exerted a lot of energy in this first half, North Carolina, on the defensive side.
Corner kick coming in, still loose. And Olex Anderson Jr. has it. Olex Anderson Jr., the goalkeeper, was way off his line.
I think you had to be a slow player to see that, Dean, right? If you've got speed, it's head down and go. For us, we're looking, hey, how can I get it to the goal with the least amount of energy exerted?
The pressure of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Very physical, but at the end of the first 45, it's North Carolina FC 0, Rhode Island FC 0. When we come back, we'll talk all things USL right here on ESPN+.
So today we're going to see how well Bryce management, or if Bryce even knows me at all.
With a family like that to take care of, the two of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are, so getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the two of you.
It's tough these days to find healthy and fast, but at Alpaca, you'll find both. From our all-natural charcoal-fired chicken, cooked using Peruvian spices, to our made-to-order dishes like arroz chaufa, with sausage, chicken, or completely vegetarian, we have something for every diet. So take a break today. Come in or find us online for catering or to place a pickup order. Family-owned and local. Make it a Peruvian night. Make it Alpaca.
Welcome back to First Horizon Stadium in Cary, North Carolina, where the halftime of this Eastern Conference semifinal is North Carolina FC 0, Rhode Island FC 0. Last week, the USL Championship gave out some individual honors, and one of those was the Golden Glove given to Louisville City's Damian Lass. Let's take a look at how his contributions in goal led to an historic season for the Players' Shield winners.
Cuts back to his right. Empty Myers. Save made. Cal Jennings on the rebound. Denied again by Damian Loss.
When goalkeeper Damian Loss was transferred to Louisville City before the 2024 season, he was not only seeking starts, he just wanted to get on the field. Since that move, Loss has flourished. 32 regular season starts for Louisville City last season, and this year, a Golden Glove .70 goals against average. 10 shutouts and 26 appearances in the championship. What began as a transfer to get playing time has boosted his career resume. .70 goals against. That's hard to do. I know goalkeepers, it's not all the goalkeepers. So give me some of the names of the guys who contributed to this impressive statistic that led the USL Championship.
Yeah, no, I mean, first off, I just want to thank everyone at the club, my teammates, the coaching staff, all the fans for making these past 2 years so special for me. I mean, it was a season full of hard work and commitment from everyone, and I've been honored to be a part of it. And yeah, I mean, just truly grateful for the past 2 years here at Louisville, and it's awesome to have gotten the recognition for the Golden Glove.
Your second season with the club, what was your confidence like coming into year two after really a good debut the entire season the year before?
Yeah, I think for me personally, I definitely feel like I've grown a lot through the past 2 years here. I definitely adapted a lot to the league, to the club, to my teammates here, and it definitely helped me have a lot more confidence. I think this year I've definitely had a massive improvement in not only in my positioning, but also just my decision making on the field. And I feel like this year kind of, the last couple games kind of reflected that.
Loss backstopped the Louisville defense that allowed just 19 goals during the regular season, the fewest goals allowed in USL Championship history.
Whoa, termites can eat a pound of wood a day. 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 What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
With a family like that to take care of, the two of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are, so getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the two of you.
Welcome back to WakeMed Soccer Park, Cary, North Carolina, home to the number 3 seed, North Carolina FC, scoreless in the Eastern Conference semifinals against Rhode Island FC. Alongside Andrew Tate, I'm Dean Linke, and let's take a look at the playoff brackets. Chaotic first week, zeros right now everywhere.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh-Detroit game, just like here, really, really tight. I think there's only been 3 shots through the first 25 minutes or so, but yeah, not expecting a real goal fest here, but just everyone laying everything they can on the line.
That is the 2025 USL Championship bracket with the Western Conference on the left, the Eastern on the right. Let's take a look at the news and notes.
Yeah, and Tony Scholes joining as president of the USL's new top-tier division. He will help oversee league operations as USL prepares for promotion relegation system in the near future. And then Sporting Jacksonville hires Liam Fox as their first head coach. They got minority owners that include NFL former stars Tim Tebow and Fred Taylor. And then coaching changes galore in the West, with Colorado Springs, El Paso, and Oakland all departing with their respective head coaches, James Chambers, Wilmer Cabrera, and Benny Feilhaber.
And the coach of the month, Luke Spencer.
Yeah, FC Tulsa, fantastic season for them, and even better month. He won the award for the second time in 2025, helping the club to its best season in club history. 16 wins and a record 57 points.
No score. Both teams were dangerous, though. Olex Anderson rattled the crossbar, but we're still at zeros at the half. North Carolina FC and Rhode Island FC. Stay with us.
With a family like that to take care of, the two of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are, so getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the two of you.
It's tough these days to find healthy and fast, but at Alpaca, you'll find both. From our all-natural charcoal-fired chicken, cooked using Peruvian spices, to our made-to-order dishes like arroz chaufa. With sausage, chicken, or completely vegetarian, we have something for every diet. So take a break today. Come in or find us online for catering or to place a pickup order. Family-owned and local. Make it a Peruvian night. Make it Alpaca.
Eastern Conference semifinal action on ESPN Plus. North Carolina FC, the home team, as the 3 seed, the highest seed left on the eastern side of the bracket. And Rhode Island FC 0. Andrew Tate, let's go to work and show everybody the first half highlights. There were chances for both teams.
Yeah, action-packed first half despite the lack of goals. Here you see Rhode Island ball bouncing around. It's kind of the Shapiro Thompson with the effort there, deflecting wide. North Carolina put absolutely everything on the line to defend the goal. It's been the sort of the story of the last three games, as they've ground out back-to-back clean sheets. There you see Finn Sundstrom there getting the high five, but this was the main attacking threat for North Carolina. Olex Anderson Jr., 4 shots in the first half. This one just going past the post, and then here you see him striking the crossbar. Koke Vegas knows he's got to keep an eye out when Olex Anderson Jr. is on the scene. And this is another chance that too close to the keeper. But this was another great defensive moment for North Carolina. Good play from the visitors, Rhode Island. Holstad trying to find Fuson on the 6-yard box, but Sundstrom, the 18-year-old, had a stellar first half, keeping out the Rhode Island front line. But as I said, 5 shots for North Carolina, 4 of them for Olex Anderson Jr. But for Rhode Island, 10 shots, but just the 1 on target, which sort of tells you their frailty in front of goal. Just they're not as clinical as they need to be if they're going to go on and win the USL Championship. But they've come close in that first half.
A few yellow cards to keep an eye on, as well as both teams making their way back out to the field here, which is just phenomenal. WakeMed Soccer Park. Seems like every team that shows up here just loves the surface.
Yeah, it's not what you want, really. You want teams coming here hating it and not wanting to go and play there, but everyone wants to come and play on the carpet, and it is WakeMed Soccer Park, Horizon Stadium.
What do both teams need to do to get a goal here, Andrew?
for North Carolina, obviously, I think it's finding Olex Anderson Jr. as often and as many times as they can, because he's just been absolutely on his game tonight. For Rhode Island, it's try not to be so cute in front of goal. I think just continue to get the ball into those attacking players, get turned, get shots on, because I'm not sure how long North Carolina, with the limited bodies that they have, can defend like they have done, because it's been pretty dicey in that first half, I would say.
Semler, the goalkeeper in the middle of the huddle there. Donovan, the captain, with his final words for the home team, North Carolina FC, led by John Bradford.
I just don't know. Rhode Island, Dean, they went to extra time and penalties last Sunday, so they've had a day's less rest and also played extra football last weekend. For North Carolina, they've had an extra day's rest, but had the bombshell news of the hiatus that's coming. So, and they've also got a limited roster in terms of the players they can pull from the bench. So I just hope this gets done in 90 minutes, and it's not an error by somebody. It's a moment of magic that goes on and wins this game, and may the best team go on and do that.
I feel like most of you watching know the deal with overtime. They play 2 full 15-minute overtime periods. It is not a sudden victory situation. Then after that, they'll go to penalty kicks, and that's exactly what Rhode Island did in Charleston to knock off the Battery, the number 2 seed. Sundstrom knocked out of bounds. So second half underway. The Eastern Conference semifinals on ESPN Plus. The USL playoffs presented by Terminix. Maldonado.
Did we see one of these in the first half, Dean? I don't recall one.
Yeah, I don't recall his long throws either. And he goes short with it anyway to Burner. Burner goes ahead and sends it in over the head of Dolabella. It'll fall to Hodge. Now Olex Anderson. Olex Anderson. Flag is up offside. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your tickets to great seats. Rhode Island taking their time. Good ball in the middle of the field. And Donovan whistled for the foul as he takes down Zachary Haribo. Turn here from Rhode Island FC with a chance to get it into the 18. Knocked away again by Donovan, who has shown his willingness to sacrifice every part of his body every game late in this season down the stretch all the way to the Eastern Conference semifinals. Connor Donovan. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. 48th minute, no score. North Carolina FC and Rhode Island FC. Summersaw wins it in the midfield. Has Roberts in front of him. Roberts has Olex in front of him. Roberts cuts back. Bacharach. Great defending, and Bacharach will keep it.
With the go-go gadget legs there, somehow managed to reach into Thomas Roberts' pocket and pick that ball out.
Summersaw over to Burner. Burner now to Maldonado. Back to Roberts. Roberts goes to Olex Anderson Jr. And Olex Anderson Jr. is fouled. The referee, again, Joshua Encarnacion. been relatively busy, including a little extra time with Coach Smith from Rhode Island FC, where I don't believe dinner invitations were extended on either side.
He's done well, only given, I think, 3 yellow cards from that first half, 2 to NCFC, 1 to Rhode Island. He's been very quick on the scene, I would say. I like that attention.
Maldonado. Oh.
A real mix-up for Rhode Island there. Not a blue shirt in sight. Did it reflect off one of the other players here? We'll see it again. Maldonado's delivery. Yeah, Williams heads it off of his teammate, and then it almost falls into the path of Alex Anderson Jr.
Corner kick coming for North Carolina FC. Maldonado. Maldonado with the right foot. Far stick. First minute. Go out of bounds right in front of Coach Smith, who does not move at first.
Fourth official, hasn't he, Dean? I don't think he'll be stepping in there to tell him too much, right? Excuse me, sir.
Olex Anderson is in. Olex! So creative. Our back wanted a squared ball, but Olex he's a shooter. Shooter, shoot, right?
Yeah, he's got a point to prove as well now, right? Looking for his next big contract.
Hustle here by both teams. Rhode Island into the 18. Knocked off the burner. It'll be a corner kick for Rhode Island. Tremendous work right there by Clay Holston of Birmingham, Alabama.
Holstad's an all-action midfielder there. Show great pace to get down the side of Patrick Burner. Size of Rhode Island, Dean. They should do more on these set pieces. None of the centre-backs have scored this season. Darcy, Yao. Diop has taken the corner itself, so
they go short, as they have done. Sent in, good chance. Zemla with the right hand. Massive save to keep this one at 0. Massive.
Nicely worked corner, great ball in from Gio. And then Darcy just deft touch. An even better save from Zemla. Through a crowd, gets down low to his right and pushes it away from the danger.
That's one of his best moments since coming on loan from Philadelphia, the MLS. Corner kick driven in. Donovan in the middle of the fray. Sent back by Rhode Island. Time it was somersault. Found Roberts, Bacharach. Big, tall, rangy Spaniard. Wearing number 4. Ooh, J.J. Williams, and that could... He had a lot of jersey right there. Hodge and J.J. Williams kind of gets tangled up right there.
Yeah. From the angle we're looking at, we're right behind that. You can see the contact. See Burner there's got a handful of shirt. I think that's the tough thing, isn't it? Is it Hodge that's got the shirt? Yeah, Tristan Hodge is the one that's holding on to Williams there. Not quite sure what the hold up now is though. Williams. Consider that a let-off, Dean. I think with the assistant referee looking right at it from a similar angle to what we're looking at. I think 9 times out of 10 you probably see that called.
Sundstrom. '55th minute. This is what you expect in the playoffs, as both teams, they tighten the vise. They don't want to make a mistake, and you'll see a lot of low-scoring games.
I think that was the tail of the tape, wasn't it, from the quarterfinals? Very few goals. It was like a record number of clean sheets, which was incredible. I mean, Rhode Island and the Battery both got clean sheets, but the winner was decided on penalties. The same in Hartford and Pittsburgh too.
A good combination play from Rhode Island right now. Sliding tackle coming in from Hodge. A real good play from Holston. Rhode Island FC fan base is here. The Oak City supporters are here. A constant beat of the drums. Good atmosphere here for the semifinals, as that one will sail over the goal. Check out the Rhode Island fans. You know a little bit something about them, don't you?
Yeah, just love the story, right? That's one of the beauty of some of the weird clubs pop up here in a. So I think they're the only professional sports team in Rhode Island. So the state of Rhode Island's team right there, and just the way people latch on and try to create something. I mean, to think that this group of supporters here have traveled as far as they have for a team that's only been around just over a year and a half. So it's just incredible, really.
Bacharach wins it again. Burner sends it long, hoping that Olex Anderson Jr. can get inside. He cannot. Great job tracking back was Frank Nodarse. Little push from behind right there, and the referee sees it. That'll allow me to tell you about a cool sweepstakes, the Prinks Tires sweepstakes. You can enter the Prinks Tires Family Game Day Kit sweepstakes for a chance to win a prize pack worth up to $4,000. Scan the QR code on the screen to enter today. The USL thanks Prinks Tires and all their great corporate partners. Player down, is that Somersault?
Yeah, Somersault down again. They don't really have a like-for-like replacement on the bench. Here we'll see it again. Just a collision with his Fuson there. Boots off and
just kind of ran into him, but didn't see him there, and then off of that collision hurt himself.
Yeah.
Bradford looking on.
Yeah, Paco Craig, centre back, Jaden Savania and Louis Perez, neither one of those I think are really 100% fit today. DaCosta, I think, would probably be the one most likely to come in and give you the option of maybe dropping Pedro Dolabella a little bit deeper.
Too bad you couldn't put a jersey on Pekka.
Yeah. He's made for games like this to go around and he's not the pain, no Raheem Somersault.
Sean Bradford assisted by Mike McGinty, Andrew Scheck, Daniel Saletti, Christopher Harrington, Danny Cameron, and Pekka. John Bradford checking on Raheem Somersault. Desperately needs him to get back in there. Minute 60, 30 minutes to go, and Somersault a key part of this team. Make no mistake about that. With the litany of injuries, they need him out there.
Looks like Jane Savania just getting called down to get a jersey on and be ready.
While Renato wins it. One back though by Rhode Island FC. What a story to make it all the way to the USL Championship game. Just starting off, and they're just a couple games away from doing it again. Ole Sanderson Jr. They talked about the fact that Mr. Vegas does like to play way off his line. Because you remember several years back, Robbie Christo with that incredible shot from midfield.
Yeah, that'll be one of the memories that live long in my mind, Dean. And some great goals down the years, but Mr. Christo is definitely up there in the top five.
Bacharach. Will sit. Roberts got a piece of it, but he goes. Leg stays down. Williams. Zemla. Wow, a Paul of Zemla with Williams looking to chip. And another big save. It'll be a corner kick for Rhode Island.
I guess the hook from Pedro Dolabella. Great play, great ball from Fuson, and then the first time touch from Heravo. And the big German goalkeeper just gets that left paw up. He thought for sure it was going to end up in the back of the net.
Rhode Island elects to go short again on their corners. Donovan was there. Now Roberts trying to bring it down. Dolabella. Pushed from behind by Williams, and he'll get the whistle. Good work by North Carolina FC. The fact that it's still 0-0, incredible.
Williams clearly onside there. Appeals from Hodge. He's well onside. Great combination play. One-touch football. And then J.J. Williams. You'd put your house on him scoring there, but
yeah, you would.
Full credit to the goalkeeper. Zemla's made two massive saves in the second half. That one, and then the earlier one down to his right from the Darcy's flick round. Deft touch in the box.
Zachary Heravo is down. J.J. Williams leads this team with 6 goals on the season. He had 5 goals in the 2024 playoffs, just in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, a man who knows what it takes to get it done. And then just waiting in the wings is Albert Dikwa. The Cameroonian, 27 years old. Scored 30+ goals for Pittsburgh and was the 2023 MVP and Golden Boot winner. So Coach Carno Smith got some great options to call on off the bench.
Looks like Rhode Island FC and Coach Smith is going to make a change. They submitted a form to the 4th official. And you got to believe it's probably for Heravo, who is still down with the trainer.
Dwayne Atkinson, the Jamaican. imagine that will lead to Clay Holstad maybe dropping in alongside Bacharach. And Atkinson going into that number 10 role alongside Fuson in support of JJ Williams.
Summersaw asking the trainer for Gatorade. So the night is done for Zachary Haribo, and in comes the Jamaican Dwayne Atkinson wearing the 7 jersey, just as Andrew Tate said it would be. Played over the top. Foul called against Ahmad Al-Kak.
Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more. All on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app.
Summersault trying to find his mate, Ola Anderson. These two the best of friends. Trying to combine. Another Maldonado throw in. He can heave it a long way. Good little snap header, and it could be on here for North Carolina FC. Maldonado. Perfectly lofted ball. Won successfully by Rhode Island. Cleaned up by Summersault. Back in from Maldonado. We'll have a throw in a little bit closer now to the 18.
Just trying to keep the ball away from Bacharach is an incredible challenge in itself. That ball just seems to be a magnet to his head.
Maldonado looking for Donovan. Maldonado with the touch. Burner. Good shield from Rhode Island. And it'll stay with Rhode Island in mid-67. Still no score. The Eastern Conference semifinal and the USL Championship playoffs presented by Terminix. The winner of this game will play the winner of Detroit and Pittsburgh. That one's still at zeros.
No goals in the USL Championship playoffs. 3 games going on right now. Tulsa Phoenix have kicked off. And I tell you what, Dean, having seen Phoenix Rising here, I wouldn't put it past Phoenix going to Tulsa and getting a result there. Another really difficult opponent there. The 7th seed as well.
Bacharach. Nice touch to the sub. Atkinson. Looking for Williams right at the 6. Donovan all over him. Fair play to both of them. Long throw in. Headed down. I'd probably like to do that one over. Holstead sends it far stick. Sundstrom does well to get his head on it. And now Sundstrom goes down.
He just got caught by Williams, who was lining up a volley. Sundstrom's played as a sort of a right centre-back in a back 3 for the vast majority of this season, and now operating as a right back. So having a player of his stature at right back, Dean, alongside Connor Donovan, I think it's always nice to have a centre back, having somebody like that that's got some good physical presence and can get on the end of it, especially when you're trying to keep a player like JJ Williams under wraps. The second half been a bit frustrating for the home team, just not been able to create those looks in front of goal as they did in the first half.
Olex Anderson, what a touch. Now the pressure, corner kick coming. Oh no, they'll say that went off of Olex. Wow. Minute 69. Over the top, leg is up against Williams.
Just stepped up at the right time there. Williams asking the question, how close was it before the assistant referee?
No response from the assistant referee, statuesque even.
Doesn't really matter, Dean, does it? You're off, pal. It doesn't matter. You've given the decision.
Burner goes around Atkinson, drops it to Roberts. Good ball in. Oh, a lot of trouble as Vegas had stepped out. They were trying to find Ahmad El-Kak. And it'll go back to Rhode Island near the far side corner of WakeMed Soccer Park and First Horizon Stadium here in Cary, North Carolina.
Beautiful skill there from Patrick Burner, living up to his name there. And then Roberts looking for the delivery. Well marshaled though by Sanchez, really touched tight to El-Kak there, not letting him get free. A couple of good moments there for North Carolina, not been many in the second half.
Down goes the North Carolina FC player, back rack, delivers it to Williams, and it could be on here now for Rhode Island. Amos Shapiro-Thompson wearing the double sevens. Drops it to the 1-7. Atkinson. Sent back over again off the head of Sundstrom. Gets through Williams. Dolabella with the clearance to Olex Anderson. Now Olex Anderson waiting for some support. Summersaw making a run. Plays it behind Summersaw. Summersaw, you kind of get the feeling is playing on just grit and determination and fortitude right now as he is banged up.
Yeah, he's had I've been thinking to myself for the last few weeks, he's kept himself healthy. He's done really well because he's one of those players that really puts in a shift week in, week out and tends to bear the brunt of it.
Williams onside this time, drops a beautiful ball back. Shot blocked there by Donovan, who does that all the time. I mean, if he's got to sit on the ball, he'll do it.
He must have like bruises from the ball just every week, right? Yeah, he does a great job of the way he shapes his body to just take away angles and block shots. He's not the paciest of defenders, and as he gets towards the latter part of his career, but just as a leader and the way he plays the game and communicates and organizes, just a brilliant, pure defender.
Roberts goes out of bounds. Quick throw in here for Rhode Island. Williams climbing the ladder, but it'll come back to North Carolina FC and John Bradford's team. Connor Donovan, third on the team in clears and blocks with 91 and 18 respectively coming into the game. He has added to that in this one. Maldonado, wow. It was like 30-plus yard throw in right there. Anderson. By Dolabella, there's Sundstrom there. They'll bring it back to Maldonado. Hodge. Now Burner. Roberts. Burner. Good effort by Atkinson, and Burner's down now. Picked back up by Hodge. Summersault. Maldonado. Burner's down. Olex Anderson Jr. Now we got a whistle and they'll tend to Burner. Meanwhile, Coach Smith for Rhode Island FC going to make a couple more changes as he's going to bring in Maxi Rodriguez, number 21. And he'll also bring in Chico, the Cameroonian that you were talking about.
Interesting changes. I think this will see Fuson come to right wing back.
So the man from Cameroon who does go by Chico.
Maxi Rodriguez passing a note. Didn't think he was going to left wing back, but he passes a note to Aldair Sanchez. So front three of Dikwa, Atkinson and Williams. Sanchez and Fuson as the wing backs, with Maxi Rodriguez and Bacharach as the two sixes.
Strong lineup.
Yeah, I just love the way that Carlos Smith can just, you think he's going to bring Dikwa on and take Williams off, but he doesn't. He just shuffles the pack a little bit, and players understand. They know what the drill is, and he did that a few times. I felt against the Battery, just was able to adjust and tweak and pivot as he needed to, especially when the red card was given late on in normal time, dropping to 10 players. He had another trick up his sleeve as to how he was going to line up his team, and the players just get on with it. Dikwa having a Golden Boot winner and an MVP just to roll off the bench for the last 15 minutes plus is a luxury not many teams have. Maxi Rodriguez is no slouch either.
Son, Summersault got a piece of it. Summersault will get it back. Plays it into space for Olex Anderson. Olex Anderson. And that's 77.
It's a kick in the teeth, I think, for North Carolina as well. The 11 that are on the field, they're putting such a shift, and they just see Rhode Island with their bounty of riches, just like for like, quality player for quality player, and the injuries that just decimated the North Carolina squad. Louis Perez is on the bench, but I don't think he's anywhere near fit to step on the field today.
Summersault has done it again. Summersault with Bacharach winning it back successfully. Good play from Bacharach. Chico drops it. Ooh, nice little spin. Now Roberts there to clean it up. Roberts got to figure out a way to get out of there, and he does through Burner. Well done. So now Burner going up the left side. Burner looking for options. The ball to Dolabella. Dolabella over to Olex Anderson. Olex Anderson gives it back to Dolabella. First time's it. Oh! So close to finding Ahmad Al-Cox. So close. Run again by Burner. Now Maldonado. Dolabella's got to get back on side. Burner, as Dolabella is back on side. Now Maldonado. NCFC trying to take a little bite out of this game despite all the changes from Rhode Island FC. Wow, Andrew Tate, I thought that was going to make its way through. Donovan, and into the hands of Mr. Vegas. Quickly to Bacharach. Chico will drop it over to Atkinson. Atkinson. Shot right at Zemla. He'll spill it. Trouble! And Williams misses the target. Wow, his offside flag was up anyway, though. So it didn't matter.
It's heart and mouth stuff, isn't it, Dean? Like, it's not just a playoff game where the season ends. This the end of NCFC for a while if it happens. These moments, they're so scary for the home fans. It's an awkward one. Atkinson here just shifts onto his right foot and then hits a knuckleball. Zemler did well to narrow it down. Regardless of being offside, he had it covered, but scary moments. I almost feel like Carno Smith has said, look, let this game get stretched a little bit, make it a basketball game, because we've got the attacking talent to really go and capitalise on it. Getting past that back three of Nadase, Yao and Gio with Bacharach in support is not an easy task. So your money is still, I think, on Rhode Island at this point, but you can't write off North Carolina and the grit they've shown these last 3 weeks. So I think we all felt, Dean, once they lost at home to Phoenix and lost away to Detroit, it was just, they were falling out of the top four, and a little change to the back four. John Bradford going back to a tried and trusted system that he'd used a couple of years ago when they won the USL League One Championship. Yielded 3 clean sheets in a row and 2 wins and a draw. It's a big 10 minutes plus here.
Back four, left to right, Burner, Hodge, Donovan, and Sundstrom. Solid. No Bryce Washington is out. Paco Craig is available if needed. Here's Olex Anderson. Sliding tackle clean. No whistle, as that was Yao, who is a force for this team. Center back leads the team in clears and blocks.
Thought Anderson was in there. Ball just loosely bouncing between the centre backs.
Bacharach, toe pokes it. Sent in. Zemler stays put, and it's in. Rhode Island FC has scored. Chico makes it 1-0. And the subs, as you said, the embarrassment of riches on the bench for this Rhode Island team, and they made it 1-0. Their fans who traveled all the way to North Carolina loving it.
What a goal it is. Fuson with the delivery to the back post. Dikwa just gets in behind Sundstrom, who gets tight to Williams. And the Cameroonian there, former MVP, Golden Boot winner, guides the header down into the bottom corner, and there's nothing Zemler can do. But the game just got stretched there, Dean. You can see Burner trying to get back in. The game just opens up, and the shift that the North Carolina players have put in this 80 minutes so far, that one little moment of quality from Rhode Island is told, and I mentioned it before, once they've gone ahead, they've never lost.
Pretty impressive stat for Coach Smith and this Rhode Island FC club.
9 wins and 2 draws from leading positions.
Somersault. Dolabella trying to find Olex Anderson. Somersault slips in the middle of the field. Burner gets a piece of it. Now Donovan. Back to Somersault. Lucky there. Jaden Cervania looking to come on. Who you guessing here, Andrew?
Great question. There's a lot of tired legs out there. I think Patrick Burner could potentially be one.
I think you're going to be right, Andrew.
Smith's just sent a few of his defensive reinforcements to warm up too. He's got a lot of attacking talent on the pitch right now. I think his next move then is to sort of shore things up a little bit and make things a little bit more dull and boring to see out this 1-0 lead.
4th minute. Looking for Williams. Hodge got a great touch on it. Burner, who is going to be coming out. Summersall with Bacharach, and Summersall will earn that whistle. And we'll have the sub, as we do. Mad respect for the man who has been behind the production of North Carolina FC and even the Carolina Railhawks games for almost all of the 19 years. That's Kyle Lang. His crew, Paul Alexander Beam, producing Anthony Henage, Lucas Raycraft, Morgan Russell, Justin Allen, Bobby Welch, Daniel Bentley, Chris Metzloff, and of course the encyclopedia of the USL, Brian Ware. Going to be 2 changes here as DaCosta will come on for Summersall. So offense to defense here, down 1-0.
Yeah, let's just see what that does now. Does Dolabella sit a little bit deeper? North Carolina only won once when trailing. 2 draws, 11 losses. But what they would give for extra time now just to find 1 goal.
Maldonado into the hands of Vegas. And he'll try to work the clock as well. And I think you're right. Coach Smith now going to bring on some defensive reinforcements here to lock this one down and advance to the Eastern Conference Final. If you see either Detroit or Pittsburgh. Still zeros in that one.
Yeah, 0-0 in Pittsburgh and 0-0 in Tulsa. Phoenix Rising just getting on the verge of half-time there, but 0-0 in Pittsburgh in the 56th minute. Just the 1 goal across 3 games. How tight it is.
Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. The championship final will be available in Spanish along with select matches. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Send into the 18 and cleared out of there. DaCosta, clever player, has big numbers in USL. Hasn't totally set the world on fire here, but he's had some moments of brilliance.
Yeah, you wouldn't rule it out in finding a little bit of magic.
Fans, we can hear you. Let's make some noise.
Now Hodge is down in minute 87. Looks like Paco Craig's going to come on.
Tricky situation for head coach Carlos Smith, because if North Carolina do get 1, you're headed for extra time. So stick or twist is I think the question for Rhode Island. You've got Stoneman and Mabika you could bring on. But once you do that, your eggs are sort of in the we're going to win 1-0 category, which doesn't set you up for extra time.
Donovan. Costa back to Cervania. Now Roberts. London's own Paco Craig into the game. Offside is Dolabella. Saw Paco Craig at the NCFC Youth Beyond the Pitch fundraiser where Kat Eberhardt, they raised more money this year than they did last year as they celebrated 50 years. Just incredible.
Yeah. The bar just keeps getting higher and higher, doesn't it? It's great listening to Jamie Valvano talking about her father and great stories and legacy that he left.
Yeah, Jamie Valvano, a featured speaker at the NCFC Youth Beyond the Pitch fundraiser, which allows players that normally couldn't afford to play in arguably the biggest youth club in the nation, they get in because of the amount of money they raise. This one played over the top. Sundstrom trying to drop it to Olex Anderson. One bounce to Vegas here in minute 89. We will have some Town Properties added time coming up.
It's a great ball from Craig, just raking out towards Sundstrom. It does well just to guide it back. Takes a touch off Sanchez, and Anderson Jr. just cannot get the contact he's looking for. Been one of those nights for him. He's come so close on a number of occasions. But it's Deco that's got the goal so far.
Williams trying to put this one away, and he'll knock it out of they'll give him a corner kick. So tick-tock as we head to minute 90. I guess I'll go first this time, and I'll say 5. I'll go 6.
All right, fans, time to chant. Keep it out. Keep it out.
We are waiting the added time, which is sponsored here locally by Town Properties. Go to Town with an E, TOWNE properties.com. Rhode Island not in a hurry. They'll just try to keep it in the corner. We'll stay with Rhode Island. Minute 90 as we await the push over there. It'll still stay with Rhode Island.
As indicated, there will be a minimum of 7 minutes of added time presented
7
by
minutes.
Town Properties.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
Obviously not. It's funny, isn't it? In the first half, I felt there was more stoppages in the first half than there was in the second. There has been a few injuries, right? I think Somersault probably accounts for 3 of them.
Back to the corner they go. Now finally North Carolina FC will win it back. And they'll probably have, I'm thinking they're going to go to 98, just based on the fact that right when they said the 7, it took about a minute to get out of that corner. We'll see. North Carolina FC, no Ezra, no Rafa, no Louis, no Bryce Washington. Forbes is barely available.
No Evan Conway, top scorer.
No Conway, yeah.
No Colin Martin. No Adam Luckhurst. Don't think we can get the rest in the stoppage time, anything, to be honest. But yeah, full credit to these players, Dean. You wouldn't know they've been dealt the news that they had on Tuesday. I was worried that great discipline and they've had all season could have come unraveled today with some frustration and pent-up feelings, but they've handled themselves like the true professionals that they are. They've put in a great shift, and if they do fall today, it won't be through lack of trying. But I've got a sneaky feeling there's at least one more chance in this game for North Carolina. It's just whether they can get that ball past Koke Vegas. Oh no.
Well, this is trouble. The goal is open. And that is going to roll in. So Rhode Island will put it away there. Maldonado and Zemla will talk it over. Definitely some empathy looking down. Feel bad for Zemla and Mikey Maldonado. Chico celebrating. The Cameroonian. 2-0 Rhode Island FC. Their fans are incredible. Just incredible.
Yeah, great moment for the Rhode Island fans. Reward for their hard-earned travel.
So a couple more changes here for Coach Smith as into the game Grant Stoneman, number 5. And And also coming into the game, Amay Mabika. Mabika wearing number 6 into the game. We still have 4 minutes or so of added time. It's now 2-0. Coach Smith once again will be in the Eastern Conference Finals, barring a miracle here late. Sundstrom, drop back over. Oh, Olex Anderson Jr. thought he had it there. Boy, and if he did, this place would have rattled here.
How's Koke Vegas done that? That's incredible. His whole body was the other way, and somehow he's managed to kick save it out for a corner. Incredible. I was hoping the Dean Linke kiss of death might have brought us some more life in this game.
Unfortunately not. And a foul. Strange whistle, way off the ball.
Great ball from Sundstrom.
Oh man, kick save.
If it just bounces a couple more inches, it's over Vegas's foot, and Olex Anderson Jr. cannot believe that he hasn't scored today. And like I said, for me, that's what makes this man on camera one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Played for a number of clubs in La Liga. Good size, good presence, doing great with his feet. And the shot stopping that you saw there, just incredible.
Rhode Island FC with a deeper team and a team that had this run last year. They know what it's like despite being a brand new team. They're looking to do it again and make it to the finals. They're about to punch their ticket to the Eastern Conference Final. Will they face Pittsburgh or Detroit? Bacharach in the final minute. For me, let me just say it's been an honor to be in this spot for 19 years. This incredible stadium. In fact, I was here when it first opened up back in 2000 for the original Carolina Courage in the WUSA when it was called SAS Soccer Park, before Wake Med stepped in and took over the naming rights. The U.S. World Cup team has stopped here a couple times before going to the World Cup. And speaking of the World Cup, 94, the Cameroonians scoring. In 94, England didn't make the World Cup, but Cameroon, Roger Milla, they were the story in that. Yeah. Big story in 94, if you recall.
I remember that, Dean. I would have been 11 years old. So, yeah, I remember Roger Milla and his dancing and everything. Yeah, it was a disappointing one that England weren't there, and I'm looking forward to them being here in 2026. But yeah, great memories.
Yeah, everybody is. I mean, England just has that national draw. Rhode Island clearly has a pretty good draw as well.
Yeah, they'll be hoping that Detroit wins that game, because then that will give them a home game back in Pawtucket.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be amazing to see this fan base from Rhode Island, all those watching back at the Guild.
That is the whistle, and congratulations to Coach Smith and Rhode Island as they will advance to the Eastern Conference Final as they beat John Bradford's North Carolina FC team by a score of 2-0. Big hug there for Coach Bradford and Coach Smith. Chico with both goals, including a late one to wrap it up. And speaking of wrapping it up, we're going to step aside and be back to wrap it up. Congratulations to Rhode Island FC. They win at 2-0 and they're headed to the Eastern Conference Finals of USL Championship.
Thank you for joining us tonight and watching this sports presentation by the USL Championship.
It's tough these days to find healthy and fast, but at Alpaca, you'll find both. From our all-natural charcoal-fired chicken, cooked using Peruvian spices, to our made-to-order dishes like arroz chaufa, with sausage, chicken, or completely vegetarian, we have something for every diet. So take a break today. Come in or find us online for catering or to place a pickup order. Family-owned and local. Make it a Peruvian night. Make it Alpaca.
Congratulations to Rhode Island FC as they get 2 goals, and there was no how about North Carolina FC as John Bradford's team not able to score. Dean Linke with Andrew Tate. Let's take a look at the highlights in this game.
You see early on in this second half, Nadase with a great chance. Semler keeping his team in it with a massive save down to his right. And then again here, this is left hand this time, keeping JJ Williams out from one-on-one opportunity. You put your house on the big number 9 to score there. But here it was, Deco with the all-important game-winning goal off the bench. The Cameroonian, exactly why they signed him. Heading it down and into the corner. That was it. North Carolina tried to get a chance late on, but mistake in the back. And the ball rolling in agonizingly for North Carolina fans as it sees their season come to an end. When the start second half, North Carolina, not a lot of shots on goal. There was limited opportunities for Rhode Island. 17 shots overall and 6 on target. And 5 on target in that second half alone. But full credit to Rhode Island. Full value for the victory, I believe.
We'll take a look at the updated brackets as USL Championships presented by Terminix.
Yeah, Rhode Island advancing. Detroit and Pittsburgh still locked at nils. Tulsa and Phoenix, same thing there. And then later tonight, Orange County, New Mexico. Really tasty. Place your bets, Dean, as to who's going to go on and win this whole thing. But Rhode Island definitely in that mix.
I want to thank our crew again. Kyle Lang, Paul, Anthony, Lucas, Morgan, Justin, Bobby, Brian, Daniel, and Chris. For the great Andrew Tate, I'm Dean Linke. It's been an honor to say how about North Carolina FC several times right here. But today it's Rhode Island FC advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals with a 2-0 win over North Carolina FC. Congratulations to Rhode Island.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.